Hi guys. Oh, sorry, I'm down a little bit. Alright, so I'm doing this video not again, but I'm doing it in better lighting when I'm fully dressed, and you know, it looks better for you guys. I'm just doing it on my webcam. Get it up quicker. So anyway, this is a video on what to expect when you do your driving theory test. And the reason I'm doing a more in-depth video on this is because last night I felt like I rattled through it a lot and I was tired and it was late and, you know. So I'm doing this video again. Yesterday I did pass my theory test. I live in the UK. I live in Sunderland, which is in the northeast. And I just basically wanted to make a video, if you live in the UK, on what to expect when you do your theory test. Got it out. So basically what to expect is, when you initially arrive, you have to arrive 15 minutes early. So for example, my appointment was at 4 o'clock on the afternoon, and I arrived at I think it was like 22, something like that, but they'll let you sign in and everything. So you go in wherever your test centre is. If you live in Sunderland, you basically, there's directions on the wall. It's so easy to follow. You just go up the stairs and up the stairs and up the stairs. Excuse me. And then you arrive at reception. When you get to the reception, you just tell the woman what you're there for. So I just said, hello, I'm here for my theory test. It's for a car theory test. And she was a lovely, friendly old woman. She was so nice. And she was about to go on a break, actually, but she went, oh, I'll sign you in anyway. And I said, well, do you need the letter of confirmation? Because it plastered everywhere. They tell you, you need your letter of confirmation, you need it. So I printed it off, and our printer had, like, the tiniest amount of black ink left. And it was so faded. I said, oh, I've got the confirmation letter. And she went, don't need it. Like, and she went, if you're on my list, you can come in. If you're not, you can bugger off. So I went, right. It is Sunderland, yeah. So she went, you don't need the confirmation letter. It might vary depending on where you live. Our test centre it is not posh at all. It smelt of moss and mould when I went in. It was disgusting. But nevertheless, she said, all you need is your paper, the thing your provisional licence came with, so like the paper part of your provisional licence and the actual card. And obviously you have to make an appointment online. You can ring them up, make the appointment, and I think my theory test cost roughly about £31. So she finds your name on the list, ticks you off, and she takes your provisional licence off you. She'll check it over, boot you in. She'll give you back the paper part of your provisional licence, and she'll keep the actual card. She'll give you a key for a locker, and the lockers are in the same room just behind you, and she'll say, or he or she will say, just go and put your bag, your coat in the locker. If you have a mobile or an iPod, I will need to see you turn it off and then put it in the locker. And I'd rushed out the house in such a blind panic because I was so nervous. I'd left my iPod, left my phone, and so yeah, I went, oh, I've left them at home. I said, you want to check? She went, no, it's fine, I trust you, just go and put them in the locker. So you put them in, you lock it, and you take the key with you, but you are allowed your key in the room with you. When you go back to the desk, they'll actually, sorry, I missed a bit out. When you actually sign in, if it's your first time taking the theory test, they will give you a sheet of instructions that you must read. I read it front and back, but I was that nervous I can't remember what the hell was said now. So when you go back to the reception after you've read that, put your stuff in the locker, you come back, you'll get back the instructions, and they'll say, can you just sign on, you know those little pads that you get in the bank? They have one of them. They'll say, pop your signature on there, just to say that you're perfectly happy with the terms, conditions, everything. So I signed it. They'll give you back your provisional licence, and they'll say, if you just go around the corner, our technician will tell you what to do next. So you keep your key with you take provisional license, and you take it around to the technician. You don't actually go into the computer room. The technician's sitting outside on his computer. He might ask you to confirm your birthday before you go around, and then when you get to the technician, I think he asked me what my full name was, and he said, "You are taking the theory test for a car." I said, "Yeah." So what he'll do is he'll type your information on, and he'll put the test up on one of the computers for you in the next room. And he said to me, he said, "Right, you're on computer 3, take your key and your provisional license in there. You can't stand up. Sorry about this." So you'll go in and you'll sit down on your computer. You're not allowed to get up. If you need to go to the loo or anything, you have to raise your hand, and he'll see this on the opposite side of the glass. He'll come in and he'll ask you what's wrong. At the start of your test, you get all the initial instructions popping up on the screen. You just press next, you know, read them, obviously read them, excuse me, because it tells you how to use the flag button, and the next and previous button, and stuff like that. Sorry, my screensaver keeps popping up, that's why I keep looking weird and I keep doing stuff down here. It'll ask you if you want a 15-minute practice at the beginning of the test. I would take it, just to get used to clicking the mouse, and it relaxes you a bit. Your practice bit at the beginning does not count towards your final score at all. So it'll say, this is your practice. At the beginning it'll say, if you are asked, in this question you will be asked to mark one answer. What colour is the grass? That's what I got. So you click on green, you press next. The next one, it said you might be asked to select 2 answers. So it said select the 2 triangles. So I highlighted the 2 triangles, press next. Then it said you can either take a breather before you start the theory, or if it says, do you want to take your theory now? So I pressed yes, press next. And you get 59 minutes or 58 minutes, I think, to complete the whole multiple choice question bit. And as long as you've practiced up until that point, you will be fine. So you answer the multiple choice question, and people practicing the theory now will know what that is. You get 50 questions, and you must get 43 out of 50 right. If you want to know what my score was, I got 46 out of 50. Then the hazard perception. Now this is where I'm going to give you the biggest piece of advice. Space your clicks out for the love of God, because if you've got the practice disc like me, I've got, sorry, you can see the icon on the computer, it's driving test success, and it's the full package one, the disc, the CD-ROM and that. Organising things. The hazard test on the actual practice disc at home, the clicks of the mouse will not be as sensitive as the actual test. The actual test has to be more sensitive to detect people who are cheating. On my first clip, I treated it like I'd been treating the practice one. So I wasn't cheating. I was like, if I click over here, you might be able to hear. Yeah, if I click, yeah, I'm still on. So if you can hear the clicks now, this is what I was doing. I was literally just going, oh, there's a hazard. There's another one. Alright, there's another one. There's another one. And I've done that quite a few times. After a few times of doing that, a message popped up and said, you have behaved inappropriately and your score for this clip will be 0. I shat myself when that happened. I went, I failed. That's it. I failed. I thought, oh my god, all that for nothing. My mum's money's went to waste paying for this theory test. Confidence was gone. But in a weird way, I think I relaxed. And then what happened was, after that, I thought, I cannot let that happen again. One clip's bad enough. I might still scrape a pass if I still maintain the rest of the clips and get enough good score on them. So what I started doing then, after that incident happened right at the beginning, was I saw a hazard and I went, right, that's a hazard. 1, 2, 3. Right, and see another one. 1, 2, 3. And press it really slow like that. You go, as you let the mouse come up. The reason for this is it is super sensitive, and also my advice would be don't do it too quickly. When the selected clip for your hazard perception starts, do it slowly, but just as it starts, slowly click your mouse to raise one red flag to set you off. My driving instructor recommended this, and the whole reason that you have to do this, well, you don't have to, but it's like, it helps, is it might rescue you a few points, because a hazard might be at the beginning of that clip, and you won't get penalised and you won't get points knocked off if you click when there's nothing there. You will get penalised, and you will get a score of 0 if you persistently click. I didn't think I was, but you've got to treat it a little bit more sensitively. You get 14 clips, and they load so effing slow. Honestly, I'm sitting there going, right, come on, because it counts down from about 5. It goes like 5, 4, 3, and you're sitting there thinking, oh my god, just start the frigging clip. But no, so they go quite slow, and after you've completed the hazard perception, at the end it'll say, we want to test out new theory questions, would you like to participate in testing some of them out? This will not count towards your final score. I clicked no, because at that point I thought I'd failed. I was in a right mood with myself. And then it said, would you like to take a survey on the service you've been given? The men and women that I saw that day were absolutely lovely, such genuine people. So I thought, well, I'm going to give them good feedback, you know, it might not matter. I'll do it anyway. So I've done the survey at the end to see how everything had been, and then at the end the Queen's crest thing comes up, if that makes sense, if that's what it's called. The Queen's crest thing comes up, and it says, congratulations, you have passed this test, please leave the room quietly, put back your headphones, because you have to put the headphones on for the hazard perception. That's what I missed out for the hazard perception. At the beginning you do get a practice clip. You don't have to click if you don't want to, but the guy at the beginning just talks you through. Anyway, so I got up and I left the room. You give your provisional back to the computer technician who's sitting just outside the room, and he doesn't look at your results. Your results come through at the computer, but I think they come through in like a little file with your name next to them. Oh, my eyes water. Just done my makeup, that's why. And he sends them through to the printer, and he says, if you just want to take your provisional back round to the reception, you'll get your results. So because I was in a right mood, I took the stuff out of my locker first, closed the locker again, put my coat on, got my bag, returned the key, give me provisional over, I got the results, and I didn't even look at them. I walked out. And most people were like, how could you not look? I didn't look. Sue me, I don't know how I didn't look, but I didn't. Oh, my eye, it's really bugging me now. Anyway, so I left, and I waited for my dad, my mum, and my boyfriend, and my dog, my lovely doggy who's sitting over there. I waited for them to come and pick me back up, and my face was like proper worried, and I put the results in my bag. So when my dad came around the corner, he went, oh, she's failed, look at her face, she's not holding a white piece of paper. And I looked so grim, and I got in the car and they all went like that, looking at us, and I went, I haven't looked at them yet, and they went, oh. As if to say, oh, holy shit, Laura, don't do that. And I said to my mum, I said, look, you just look for us. Actually, sorry, I handed it to my dad. And my dad looked at me results and he went, oh, passed, you've passed. And I just, the whole car rocked, and I started crying because I thought I'd failed. And I explained to my dad what happened before I gave him the results about the hazard perception. He went, oh, Christ. And even my dad thought I'd failed. But I did. So that's basically what to expect when you do your hazard, your theory test. I hope this helped all of you, and if you have any further questions, feel free to message me or whatever you wish to do. And also, if you're watching this because you are going to take your theory test soon and you're worried about it, I do wish you the best of luck. And I ain't the smartest person in the world, and my nerves were racked, and I thought I was going to be sick before I walked in there, and I still passed it. So if I can pass it, I know it's a proper... Everyone says it about you learning to drive, but honestly, if I can, you can. Honestly. No one believes you, but it's true. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.